Today's date is December 28th, 2014, and my name is Leslie Williams. Now what I'm doing is I'm taking a video picture to show you that this is a 55-gallon industrial size black garbage bag. I have a lot of them, and the reason why I'm taking a video picture of them is because I'm trying to show you what I gotta do. Hang on. In order to I'm showing you what I gotta do and go through as a result of being a gang stalking victim. Now you can go to Google and type in gang stalking creating homelessness of targets and look at the amount of Google generated numeric responses, and then when you have the time, if you feel inclined to do so, research the blogs that come up once you keyword that description in at Google. And the reason why I'm telling you all this is because once the homelessness is created, the criminal motivation is to create the destitution in order to exploit the target. Illegal syndicated probate control is one of the criminal motivations, and once the illegal syndicated probate control is taken, the target individual is placed in an organized crime syndicated run group home, detention center, jail, even a prison. Okay, so state, local, and county funds can be applied for in their names. Okay, basically treating the target like a straw person for money. So insurance can also be applied for in their names and then exploited, and so the target can be human trafficked in these environments. And if you don't think that human trafficking is not going on in detention centers, psychiatric floors, institutions, group homes, thoroughly research it on Google and you will see I'm telling you the truth. Now, to give you a preliminary introduction in reference to how human beings are treated as straw people for federal, state, and local benefits, go to Google and type in Pennsylvania judge sentenced to 28 years for pipelining first-time misdemeanor children to the full maximum sentence. Yes, research that extensively. And then go to Google and type in group homes and racketeering, group homes and insurance fraud, group homes and sexual assault, group homes and human trafficking, and so on and so forth. Gang stalking is nothing but a complete criminal expedition that has one target, can be picked for multiple different criminal motivations, including, and this one's going to blow your mind, but just Google it and you'll see I'm telling you the truth. Literally, non-consensual human experimentation. My name is Leslie Williams. So what I got to do in order to try and protect my body is wear as many clean clothes and sleeping bags when I go to bed at night. But to prevent them from being stolen, what I got to do is literally bag them up before I leave every day and then hide them at a second location away from the tent. That way when the perpetrators come down here, and they know where I'm hiding it too, because I've come home and when I went to go get the sleeping bags and the pajamas and everything outside of the bag, they have been reorientated in the bag by them, which is their way to leave a calling card to let you know that they know where you're hiding it at. It's done to produce mental stress. As a result of you noticing that it's been reorientated within the bag, they're sending you a mental calling card that, yes, we know where it's at, it can be stolen at any date, and this is done to cause mental duress. It's done to anchor fear. Now, if you don't think that they're not doing this, go to Google and type in how they will enter a target's home, apartment, motel room, and rearrange furniture, clothing, and so on and so forth. Absolutely. But I still hide it just as a backup. So when this takes me up to an hour between getting all those sleeping bags and everything orientated to put in the bag, the pajamas, getting dressed, and then it takes at least 10 minutes to hide it, because I not only got to hide it, but I got to make sure that it's covered up. This is the way I got to live every single day, and that's not including the mental duress that I experience when I leave for the day, wondering, is the property going to be stolen and or damaged, including even opening up the bag and spilling any liquid in it to make the sleeping bag unusable for that night, especially on cold nights. Absolutely, because they know that it's getting dark now at 5 o'clock in San Diego County. I come home at 3, go to get this stuff out, and if it's soaking wet, how am I going to use it for that night? So then the target has to buy backup stuff, which they will also do the same thing too, which they've already done. This is literally the shit that I gotta put up with. So what I do is expose what these little filthy right-ass whores do, so you can see how I have to live, and as a result then you can see what my other fellow targeted individuals are experiencing that don't have the money or the computer availability, which they're taking away right now incrementally, okay? Now you can see what they're going through, the ones who don't have the means to expose what's happening to them. My precious babies, my fellow targeted individuals. That's right. And what do you think they're doing to people who are targets that have children? And I'm not talking about grown children, I'm talking about infants, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-year-olds, who are also being used as straw people because the parents are made homeless, okay? 131 Kimber, if you're watching this video, I want you to know I love you, stay safe. She's a fellow targeted individual, she's a precious soul. Okay, if this video stops while I'm in the middle of talking, it's because the battery light is flashing. So, this is RR Colony 5, this is the area where I'm staying at currently. They are going to come after me here, especially before I can do two things, either and or. And that includes going after the public defender for railroading me on November 13, 2014, and also before I can get to a homeless shelter, which I'll talk about in future videos and my blog. Go to Google and type in UCSD and Law Library Are They Networking Gang Stalking, and they have hacked into that blog. Today's date is December 28, 2014. You can see I'm in an extremely densely congested wooded area. So they would have to, and make no mistake about it, they're going to prop up homeless men and or women to come here and either steal property and or assaults, robberies, even rapes. Absolutely. Anything that they can do to psychologically motivate me to call the police, so the police can make one more police report or incident report. Miss Williams is homeless. We believe she's mentally ill because she's homeless, because she thinks she's being gang stalked. The police reports are used as a addendum for the syndicated probate control. But the police got to make it look like they got a normal appearing reason to know where you're at in order to file the police reports and or incident reports. And they do that through staging events, including rapes, assaults, robberies, theft of hiking property, using a neighbor, even a child, to point the finger at you by calling the police, by them saying, we saw her, we heard her, we saw her property. Absolutely. These are the schemes of gang stalking, ladies and gentlemen, and the methods, tactics, and maneuvers to achieve their criminal motivations. I'm in San Diego, California, La Jolla, California, La Jolla. I'm not involved in any illegal or criminal activity whatsoever. I do not do drugs. I don't drink. I do not steal. I'm not mentally ill. I'm not a threat to myself or others. This homeless situation was created by them to exploit it, to exploit me. This video applies for the next 90 days, no matter what hiking area I am at. Period. Thank you.